Stu, who would you choose? Who would you choose? Think of the entire year, all of the things that have happened. Who would be the person of the year?
Wow. Well, they usually name some horrible dictator. You know what? The Hamas freedom fighter. Person of the year.
Yes.
There you go.
No. Not the Israeli soldier. I think that the Hamas would have had a better chance of winning it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not who it was. Come on. Person of the year.
I mean, Zelensky.
Let me give you. No, he's already.
Putin?
He was. No.
How about Zelensky and Putin arm in arm on the cover?
Let me give you a hint. With yet another dramatic reading. Our secret moments in your crowded room. They got no idea about me and you. There's an indentation in the shape of you. Made your mark on me. A golden tattoo. You know yet?
No, I have no
All
idea.
this silence and patience, pining in anticipation. My hands are shaking from holding back from you. All of this silence and patience, pining and desperately waiting. My hands are shaking from all of this.
Sounds like a personal issue.
Say my name and everything just stops. I don't like you like a best friend. Only bought this dress so you could take it off. Take it off.
I appreciate you not reading any more of this, whatever
Really?
it is. Yes.
Come on. Who is it?
It sounds wonderful, and I'm really interested to know.
It's the bicycle guy the bicycle woman that just won.
The bicycle woman.
Yeah, the one that just won the bicycle race, The guy who...
Oh.
That just
Wait, it's the transgender guy who won the bicycle?
Yeah, the women's bicycle
race. I don't know who that person's name is.
I only bought this dress so you could take it off. You don't think that Time Magazine would do the transgender movement?
The male athletes, trans women in sports is the person of the year?
No.
Did they write a
No, they did not.
Very mediocre song?
It is, of course, Taylor Swift.
Tay-Tay.
Tay-Tay.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Person of the year. No, I don't think that's shallow.
I mean, she's a big entertainer.
She is a big entertainer. She is a big entertainer.
Lots of impact on my football watching every weekend. Get to see.
I just wanted to bring it up because I know how much she means to you.
She does. I get to hear the pitch of, hey, did you know a player on your favorite team is related to the person who's dating this woman that you don't care about? Let me talk about it for 48 straight minutes. I love that in every NFL
I know
broadcast.
You do.
But no, Taylor Swift, I mean, look, she had a heck of a year.
She did.
It really was an amazing year.
She did.
If you're going to give it to an entertainer, she's
the entertainer to do.
Yes. I mean, there were other
Jimmy
impact.
Fallon.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
put that
he's what a year he had.
Trevor Noah. Would you put
Trevor Noah? Another one.
There's another one. No, but I mean, like, if you're gonna give it to an entertainer, it did feel like there was a lot going on this year, though.
No, what?
Maybe
what was happening?
There was multiple wars. That broke out.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of had that. You had a lot of stuff going on that was of large impact, but maybe
the whistleblowers. They would have been good.
Which ones?
Well,
the Hunter Biden ones,
any of
the ones that pointed out that we were just targeting Catholics for no reason and calling them terrorists. Which whistleblowers would you like?
I find
none of them, by the way, that you're going to mention would go to this unless it's a whistleblower on like Donald Trump. Then you have a chance.
Right. Sure. But how about the Ivy League presidents of Harvard, MIT? They're women. And they were fantastic yesterday. Fantastic on anti-Semitism.
They've been very strong on that.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah, they're very strong to.
They're very anti-Semitic. I mean, they're very good on that.
I mean, you could put Rashida Tlaib. She's been the queen of the anti-Semites.
Well, I think it's pretty hard to. Let me play a little bit of the testimony on Capitol Hill from the presidents of Harvard, MIT, and Penn. They were asked about, the calls for genocide of all the Jews on their campus. Listen to this.
At MIT, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate MIT's code of conduct or rules regarding bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
If targeted at individuals, not making public statements.
Yes or no? Calling for the genocide of Jews does not constitute bullying and harassment?
I have not heard calling for the genocide for Jews on our campus.
But you've heard chants for intifada.
I've heard chants, which can be anti-Semitic depending on the context, when calling for the elimination of the Jewish people.
Okay.
So those would not be-
Stop. I just have to say.
What?
I have heard chants on campus that could, in the right context, be anti-Semitic, calling for the genocide of the Jewish people.
Well, sometimes when you call for the genocide of Jewish people, you're not being anti-Semitic at all.
Right.
Like you're looking for more living space.
Yes.
Living space.
Yes.
That was a big,
right.
That's another catchphrase you might remember from history.
Yeah.
A little more living space is all we need.
Not for them, but
not
for
for them.
us.
For us.
Yeah.
We need to spread our wings a little bit.
Right.
Not enough room for the German people. We need a little more living space.
Okay. So she's heard chants that could...
In theory.
Could.
Yeah, we're not going to say that they were.
They
No.
could be anti-Semitic in the right context. I don't know what context it would be anti-Semitic to say we should have a genocide of all the Jews.
There's probably one, though.
Yeah, there's
somewhere out there if you really searched.
Okay, let's continue.
Incredible.
So those would not be according to the MIT's code of conduct or rules?
That would be investigated as harassment if pervasive and severe.
Ms. McGill,
Stop. If pervasive and severe. Now, I think anybody standing at a rally chanting death or genocide to all the Jews, I don't know. I think that's pretty severe.
I would say it is pretty severe. And it seems like if it doesn't violate your code of conduct, perhaps your code of conduct needs to be adjusted.
Right. Did you go to Harvard, though?
I did not.
I didn't either. And so, I don't know these things. Yeah.
I don't know what Yale's policy is.
I don't either. And I don't understand, the intellect of Harvard. Let's go to MIT where they're even smarter.
Ms. McGill, at Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment.
Okay, stop. Stop. So
Interesting.
So if they're chanting death to all the Jews,
That's not.
but they round
they
them all
actually
up,
kill Jews
then
at that point.
Then it's harassment.
Once they've wiped out all the Jews, we're going to act.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, they can build showers. They can build gas
of course,
changes.
obviously, yes.
But the minute they start to use them.
Well, and technically the speech is calling for genocide, so they probably have to wipe them all out before we act. But that's when our code of conduct will kick in. When there's no Jews left, we'll be like, what? Hey, guys, stop. And I bet they will at that point.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Well, there won't be any left.
Right, that's why.
Specifically calling for the genocide of Jews, does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
It's a context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context. That is not bullying or harassment. This is the easiest question to answer yes, Ms. McGill. So is your testimony that you will not answer yes?
If the
yes
speech
or no?
If the speech becomes conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide? The speech is not harassment? This is unacceptable, Ms. McGill. I'm going to give you one more opportunity for the world to see your answer. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct when it comes to bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be harassment.
The answer is yes. And Dr. Gay, at Harvard, Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
What's the context?
Targeted as an individual, targeted at an individual.
Well,
It's targeted at
pervasive.
Jewish students, Jewish individuals. Do you understand your testimony is dehumanizing them? Do you understand that dehumanization is part of anti-Semitism? I will ask you one more time. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric, when it
And is it
crosses into
anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric, when it crosses into conduct that amounts to bullying,
I
harassment.
can't believe this.
Unbelievable. I mean,
I can't believe this. If you have a microaggression,
Right.
which is not saying we should kill all of you, okay? A microaggression, they need a safe space. Everybody needs to go cry and be protected.
if you use the wrong pronouns,
Right.
they put these things into these categories. And calling for the genocide of Jews, well, you know what, if it's targeted towards an individual, well, technically, if you're calling for the genocide of the whole race, it's not targeted at an individual. It's all individuals, every single one of them. So I guess maybe that's their out. But also, I will say, that's one of the best grilling. I mean, she did a really good job with that.
Really good job.
Now, I will say, it should have been easy for them to say this. You can look at what you don't maybe get on radio is the faces of these women as they are trying to answer these questions. They're so smug and so like, oh, I see what you're trying to do here, and I'm not going to fall for it. Well, it depends on the context.
Hang on, what are you trying to do there?
Yeah.
You're
She's trying to trap
say
them to make them say the Palestinian protester kids are bad. And it's like, well, yeah. When they're calling for the
If they're
genocide of the Jews, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You should be able to say that with real confidence.
yes, should be really easy. By
Even
the way,
more confidence than the pronoun mistake that you're going to throw 10 kids out of your school for next week.
here's a Jewish student that is suing UPenn describing anti-Semitism.
On October 7th, Israel was attacked. Since October 7th, American Jews have been under attack. My name is Eyal Yacobi, and I am a proud American studying at the University of Pennsylvania. I love Penn. I've wanted to attend this university since before I can remember. I'm here because the Penn I attend today is unrecognizable from the Penn I once used to know. Penn, once renowned for groundbreaking discoveries like the mRNA vaccine, is now a chilling landscape of hatred and hostility. Our university, revered for its pursuit of knowledge, has devolved into an arena where Jewish students tiptoe through their days, uncertain and unsafe. Not only are tensions palpable, but there have also been materialized actions taken to intimidate and harm students. A bomb threat against Hillel, a swastika spray painted, the Hillel and Chabad houses vandalized, a professor posting the armed wing of Hamas's logo on Facebook, a Jewish student accosted, Jews are Nazis, etched adjacent to Penn's Jewish fraternity house. Why doesn't the university hold the perpetrators of such acts accountable? Is the university fearful that they may offend those who wish to intimidate and harass their fellow students? Penn's ambivalence fuels a crisis that has shattered my academic sanctuary. Policies meant to safeguard us have become hollow promises. And let us be clear, if they fail Jewish students today, tomorrow they will fail the rest of us.
It was powerful. Yesterday was a very powerful day.